Welcome to another version of Doe's Fun with TAC Phones. In this episode, we'll discuss remoting a VOX radio using a transformer. This episode, we're going to talk about another method to remote a VOX radio. Previously, I did an episode where I actually remoted a VOX radio, connecting it to a TA312 that was connected to another TA312. Then I went a step further and I actually did a remoting where we connected a 312 to a 2-wire to 4-wire hybrid converter, then connected the converter to the radio. And now I'm looking at another way of doing it using a actual audio transformer. And one of the reasons I did this is it's a little bit more economical. The transformer that I'm using you can probably buy from electronics online supply or perhaps even eBay, probably for less than $10. And it was also really easy put together. You don't have to waste another TA312 to make it work on the other end, and you don't have to find a 2-wire to 4-wire hybrid converter. The converter itself is actually pretty small. Here's a picture of it. You can see right there it's got it's called 4 taps on it. These are the points where you connect wires to it. Here's the actual spec sheet right there itself on the unit. Gives some information, sizes, shows the tap, how the transformer is designed, the tap points. It's made by a company called Triad, and it is a TY-146P, a Tango Yankee 146P. Now I tried some other transformers and they did not work. So far this is the only one that I know works. So that's why I went with this one. This is a quick diagram of the unit right here, or excuse me, the transformer. And basically it's 2 transformers in one. It's got the windings in it. You can see it's got what's called 8 tap points. It's got 4 on one side of the transformer and 4 on the other side of the transformer. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to connect audio to tap point 5 and 6, say for the ear plug on the radio, and in the microphone to 7 and 8. Then we're going to go to the other side of the transformer and we're going to connect one of our 2 wires to a tap 1, the other 2 wire to tap 4, and we're going to put a little jump across taps 2 and 3. Basically what this did was it took and made an impedance matching transformer. So all these are now coupled together on the transformer. So basically where we connected to taps 5 and 6, that's a 150 ohm drop, which our earpiece or our speaker jack is connected to, and then the microphone is connected to tap 7 and 8. Here's a little bit of a diagram of that, showing how it's set up right there. You can see where everything's wired in. You can see on the right-hand side of the transformer where we have the top 2 taps are connected to the tip and sleeve, which is the connector for the earpiece or earplug. And then on the bottom 2 on the right-hand side, we have the microphone hooked up to the tap points. Notice I put in 2 56K ohm resistors, and the reason I did that because it was once again having some problems with some overdriving. This is not a high-fidelity stereo system, so I don't think I'm going to sit down and spend the time to figure out how to build a matching bypass filter or anything to cut it down. It's just you use the 2 56K ohm resistors. Make sure you set your volume levels right, and you can pretty much get away with the feedback and it works good. Then we move on to the other side of the transformer, and you notice that we have the 2 tap points that are jumper together. Then we have one of our 2 wires going to the top one and one of the 2 wires going to the bottom one. This is the 600 ohm side of it. This is the side that will connect to the field wire and basically to the field phone itself. I wanted to use this. This is basically how your home telephone works. It's got a 2-wire to 4-wire transformer in it that basically takes the 2 wires coming out of the wall plug and allows you to connect a handset and microphone to the unit on the other side, on the 4-wire side. So this is basically how the transformer in your telephone works. We're just going to use it a little bit bigger and put a radio on the end of it. And like I said, these TY-146P transformers are very economical. You can pretty much buy them at any electronic store online, so that's what I went with. Units used for remoting radios, but in this application we're going to use them as a field phone, and also they're a lot cheaper than a field phone if you would want to purchase them to use instead of a 312. So I'm going to shut down and stop the video and go ahead and rewire to use the 433. Okay, I've got my C433 hooked up. Basically, like I said, it functions exactly like a TA312 does, and is a possible alternative if you don't want to spend the money on a 312. And we'll go ahead and we'll do our first test. Test 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Test 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Test up. Okay, we got good going that way. Test 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Test 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Test out. Okay, that was successful going that way. I sort of figured that would work. Next, we'll hook up the C434. Okay, I've got my C434 wired up. Like I said, this functions as a TA312. We'll talk to a TA312, so we're going to try it out and see what happens. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Test out. Test test. Okay, so just proved that would work. Now I'm going to get out a couple of the foreign field phones I have. Okay, next we're going to test my Yugoslav M63 field phone and see if that will work with this transformer to remote a VOX radio. Test 1 2. Test 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Test out. Test 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Test 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Test out. Okay, so that's good to know. The Yugoslav version works. I'm going to go ahead and switch it and bring in my Polish version of a field phone. Okay, I have my Polish TY-146P field phone hooked up. We'll go ahead and try that. Test 1 2 3. Whoa! Test 1 2 3 4 5. Test 1 2 3 4 5. A little bit of squealing there. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Test out. Okay, it goes to show the Polish model or version of a field phone works also. A little bit of squeal on that one, so you might have to watch the levels. I also tried a TA1A US field phone, and it didn't work, and I figured it probably wouldn't, and that's because it's sound powered. It just doesn't have enough power to push all the way through all these field wire and that. But like I said, I think this goes to prove that this little transformer right here will allow you to interface a radio remotely over two wires using one of the different field phones I showed you. Also, it's very economical. This is probably about $10. There's several companies you can buy it from online versus the cost of a TA312 field phone or a 2-wire to 4-wire converter, which are upwards of $250. I would probably take it and encase it in some kind of a small project box, put some binding posts, probably some jacks so you can pre-make the cables and plug it all in and not have this hodgepodge, and I think you'd have a real usable system. If anybody has any questions, please contact me in my email, and that's about it. Thanks for watching. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something and can put this to use using this transformer like